This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Owls head coach. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Baker. Throws to the tight end. Left side is Finley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And why waste any time? Get right to it. The offense with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
All right, guys, let's chat about Louisiana Tech. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Second down to the air. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Finley. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
To the air, it's Baker. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Keeps it moving, it's Bernard. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Right back to it. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Florida Atlantic races to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Back to throw, it's Baker. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Long way to go on second down. Looking to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw one first. Out wide right, it's Garcia. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. quarterback signaling to his guys. Drops back on first down. That's reeled in. It's Messer.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Out wide left, it's Messer. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Owls. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Keeping his eyes downfield. On the move, he fires. Left side, it's Miller. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Here comes the heat. Finds a man on the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Play of the period, first down here. Tells to run, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Escapes the pressure going right. Complete downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Louisiana Tech! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Handoff again. Sees an alley. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Straight ahead, it's Bernard. Nowhere to go. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Messer. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Trying to take it back. Inside the 50. At the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Holloway. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. Breaks the tackle. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Making the adjustment. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Grabbed behind the line, it's Farrell. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll give it on the counter. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun. Rush right in his face. And he gets it away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Henry. Sprinting away. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quick give, it's Miller. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. To throw, it's Baker. Oh, pressure's coming. Fires on the move. Working on the right. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Rushes on. He gets away. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. Lets it fly. Got his man on the right. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Under pressure, and it's a sack. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Look out! Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's lead off with the Nevada Wolfpack taking on the number 11 team, the Northern Illinois Huskies.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone.
And it's Nevada, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Trying to set the tone with the run.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside, Mac.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Right side, it's Farrell. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. On the run from inside his 25. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Hauls it in. Nice move, creates some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
A shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Release to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Leaping grab for a big gain. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws for the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires on the move. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Got to make the play on 4th. Reels it in. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Baker. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
It's a safe play call, and it's a good, safe decision, right? You're just rolling him out. This is going to be in the end zone or out of bounds, trusting his quarterback to make the right decision. He does. Sets up 2nd.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From deep, it's Holloway. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. first snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Hits inside, it's Farrell. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Florida Atlantic races to the line. Wants to throw on first. Got out of trouble and throws. Out wide right, it's Farrell. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Drops back on first down. Going for the big play. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Rushes on. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. The throw to the outside is complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
Right side, it's Garcia. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Owls come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're all over him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Blasted as he lets it go. Just had to get rid of it.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Baker. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to take off. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Miller. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Buys time to his left. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Wilkerson. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Gain of 22. First down for the offense.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. In the red area, it's Miller. Maybe a crease. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
They're going to run it. Swapped immediately.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
These last two plays have just made you go, what are you doing? 3rd and goal, a chance to set it right. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. With these last two plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Under pressure. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Here comes the heat, and he avoids the sack.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Rush right in his face. At the 35, he's got room. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Oh, pressure's coming. Gets rid of it.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
This time it's complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He wants to throw it again. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown.